Hello everyone, it's time for another unit review. And I do realize that this is Arenea's theme, but quite frankly, we're talking Dragoons here today. It's fitting enough for this guy. This is Duke, and this is Duke 7-star review. First of all, we'll talk about his sprite. His sprite didn't get much of an improvement, still looks pretty much the same, but has some nice ice effects around it, and we gotta give it some credit for that. Duke's animations are still pretty damn cool, and I've been making that stupid comment this whole time, and I'm probably not gonna stop anytime in the near future. So let's take a look at what a build of this Dragoon will look like. First of all, you'll notice the fact that he has about 8k worth of HP, 1254 attack, and I will just quickly show the pots. He has a lot of improvement for both HP and attack still. Over 30 attack pots, so this number isn't particularly final, also because of his equipment. First of all, you'll notice the fact that I have equipped on him the Dragon Spear. This is from a trial that basically gives extra Dragoon damage, and that's really nice to have. We also have the Ice Spear TMR, because Duke is very much an ice damage unit, so giving him an ice element on his attack is very desirable. Other than that, the Genji Glove for dual wield and Magnolia's TMR, because if I could click in properly, it also gives extra jump damage, which is really important for what we want to do with Duke. He has his own TMR equipped for that extra boost, some mediocre materials, as well as Human Killer for extra damage to humans. Now, in Duke's kit, that's what we need to talk about next. So, Duke's kit in the 7-star. If you know anything about Duke, if you know anything about Duke, he is basically one of the first really cool Dragoons in this game that was a 5-star base. The other one being potentially Folan, depending on how you consider Dragoon. But his Trust Mastery of 30% attack equipped with a lance, 30% equipped with a helm is basically built for him. Could be used for other units, but we'll move on. His Super Trust Mastery is a 173 attack lance with an extra 75% physical and magic damage to dragons. Now before, at level 6, at 6 stars, he was a 520% limit burst with an AoE 5-hit ice physical attack, ignoring 50% defense. So essentially about 1040%. Now maxed at 7-star, 900% ignoring 50% defense, so 1800% AoE 5-hit ice attack. Big jump right there for his limit burst damage. Now he doesn't get any new spells. I didn't say it, so it doesn't count. But originally in his kit, he already had 100% physical damage extra to dragons and 50% to birds and beasts. So, if you can imagine him with his Super TMR, he's already doing 200% extra damage at a basic level against dragons. But it gets even better, because if you use his Super Heavenfall Spear, which is still his 6-star ability, it gives an extra 200% physical damage against dragons. So that's a total of 400% killer versus dragons, with a single 157% single target one-hit physical attack. But that's still incredible. And in his kit, it should be mentioned that naturally he has an increased jump damage of 120%. But now we get into his 7-star kit. So equipping his TMR gives 20% to defense, spirit, HP, and MP. Not bad. Survivability, basically in a nutshell. but an extra 40% attack when dual wielding. So they are encouraging you to make him a dual wielder, and that is what you want to do. He gets 100% modifier for a couple of his abilities, particularly one of his Hexa Thrust, which does a 6-hit, 6-frame physical attack, ignoring 50%. So it's essentially now a 600 HP, 600% attack, giving a 3-turn minus 50% to ice resistance. But that's really not what we want to talk about in his kit. At level 105, he gets the first of, between him and Aranea, of the time jumps. 70 MP, and go look at my time jump videos to see what this ability can do, gives a 200% physical damage versus dragons. So, let's talk about this jump. He has 100% naturally in his kit against dragons. He then gets another 100% from his super TMR, and he gets 200% from this time jump that can be chained into. That is a 400% increase in damage to dragons maximum, with a 470% single target, one-hit physical attack. And it can be timed into chains. Dragons be terrified of this guy. 400% killer is enormous. It is insane. It is damn scary. Next up, we have a 74 MP, 640% single target, 12 hit at 7 frames physical attack with AoE, 3-turn ice resistance to the party at 70%. So it not only protects against ice attacks, 640% 12 hit, 7 hit frames is really amazing. It is an awesome chaining ability. Again, at 12 hits at 7 frames, probably the best person he can chain with is himself. But 2 7-star dukes could be just so very scary. It could really be scary how this could happen, especially because there already exists an Iceland. So you can chain this ability together with ice chaining between 2 dukes. I have 4 dukes, and I've been basically having the problem of, do I want to make 2 7-stars or 1 super TMR? The super TMR to get to 400% extra damage against dragons is very tempting, but so is his chaining ability. It's pretty awesome. His cooldown ability is 99 MP, available turn 5 on a 4-turn cooldown, 700% AoE 1-hit physical attack. But again, if he's dual wielding, it basically hits twice. And an AoE 100% ice resist down. Scary is the name of this. He can not only chain ice attacks, potentially with 2 dukes, he can also debuff the enemy for ice resistance, meaning that he is just powering up his own chain. But it gets better. He also AoE 3 turns, 70% defense debuff for the enemy. 2 7-stars of this guy may be a new version of chaining. Because essentially, dual wielding means he will hit for a 24-hit chain with himself, and at 100% ice debuff, either from him or Santa Rosalia. Duke's kind of scary in a big, big way. In a really big way. He also grants himself an ability, though, and we'll talk about this ability in a second. He gives a 20% attack increase, because why not? And his last ability casts a 1800 heal per turn with a 1x modifier, increasing jump damage 30% with an extra 50% damage against dragons, because let's get up to 450% max total, when equipped with a sword, greatsword, or lance. Duke will just Duke is the dragon killer. He is absolutely the scariest dragon killer in the whole freaking game. Bahamut, I don't know what your 2-star looks like. But this is just scary for dragons. Really scary. And we'll have to wait for a dragon challenge, but yeah. But the last thing is that ability he grants from his timed ability, which basically he only gets for 1 turn, but it's okay, it makes up for it, because his time jump is a 470% single target 1-hit physical attack. Adding in all the jump bonuses you can easily get boosts that attack considerably. But the ability he unlocks is a 70 MP 2-turn plus 200% physical attack versus dragons and 1-turn time jump. So not only does he up the damage he can do now to a total of max 650% damage versus dragons that could be used into an ice chain. If a dragon's weak to ice, it's dead at this point. 750, but that jump is a 750% single target 1-hit ice physical attack. So if you can get this into an ice chain, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. You get the chain bonus and the elemental bonus. Alright, so with all of that being said, let's show him off, because Duke is cool, and I'm sorry, I keep making that joke. But in the other video, I only showed off his jumping abilities, and we will show them off a bit here too, but for now we want to show off his chaining ability as well. Now, we don't have anyone to chain with, unfortunately, so we will just show off what by itself it can do. With no elemental debuff or chaining, he hits for 2 million points of damage. Now, with some human killers I have equipped, 50% as well as the 50% from Diablos, we will now use his time jump. We did a massive 0 damage. Again, no debuffing whatsoever. 5.5 million points of damage. Next, what we will do is we are going to hit him particularly hard. But to do that, we are actually going to wait till our next set. His regular attack. And now we can show off his timed ability, which unfortunately, because of the way the training dummy works, we can't show off his super jump. But here is his big ice attack, which by itself, unchained, does approximately 4 million points. Now, all of that was without debuffing the enemy or anything. So now we are actually going... Damn it, I said it again. So, first of all, we will give Runera's boost. We will start by using Lauren to debuff for wind, and Duke to debuff for ice. Which That by itself was pretty impressive considering it doesn't chain even remotely. The next we are going to use is Jump, and we are going to get Lauren to debuff for Light Resistance. In the meantime, we will put everyone else into defense. Now we are going to chain in with the elemental debuffs that we have done. Hey, look at that! I broke my record. 87 million points of damage. Absolutely incredible. For all you people on GL who may have said some nasty things about him, it's okay. He doesn't hate you, although he really, really wants to have a word with you. And we will show off his chaining ability, Unchained, with the ice element debuff still in effect. "6 million points by himself. Not bad at all. But while we have his buff up, we'll quickly show what 130% looks like on him. There it is. And we will show off this. And again, that gives 100% ice resistance. There, he only had a 50% ice resistance debuff, so it could even be better than that. And keep in mind that really we don't have that much in the way of killers. As a matter of fact, that is human killer, so I have to go. Oh no, I went the wrong direction. Shoot, that's gonna hurt. Well, there's 100 Lapiz down the hole. Alright, so now we have the superhuman killer. We'll see if this really, really helps or not. And this is how we will end the video. So we are going to do the exact same kind of setup, because I want to demonstrate just how much killers can actually do. Damn it! There. Okay, I said it. I apologize. Start with the wind resistance. We'll start debuffing him for elements. Almost 10 million, pretty good. Now we will wholly debuff. Keep in mind, a better ice debuff would be amazing here, and so would his stronger jump. All right, I think it's time that we break our record. There it is. There it is. All right, so what else? Let's show off his chaining ability next, shall we? Don't quite have enough to get him there, unfortunately. So what we will do is we will try this time to successfully there we go. Much better that second time. $70 million points of damage from his AoE timed ability. And again, I don't think this is even close to the potential I could get to. I believe that we can push this even further. But there you go. There is a unit review for Duke. A unit that has been much undervalued for a long time. And quite frankly, I think it's very wrong, because there's the proof right there. And we don't even have him as good as he could be. We can push his attack even higher. We can do it. We could do it. We will find a way to do it. Anyway, folks, that's all for this one. I hope to see you all in the next video, whenever that is. And there is one other thing to consider really, really quickly. I've been talking a lot about the jump mechanics. But if you notice the materia that I have equipped, I don't actually have a single one of Wind Veritas, which gives 50% attack when equipped with a lance and increases jump damage an extra 25%. There's still a lot of room for improvement here, and I look forward to seeing you in the future when I can surely show off maybe 2 7-star dudes. Yes, Dragoons have a place. Can we just appreciate that 110 million came off his 470% attack, not his 750% attack? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. See you all in the next video.